Good morning. This is John from the Springs Mennonite Church, and I'm happy to be with you today. I've been talking this week about joy, and I want to continue to do that. I have another passage today to hopefully brighten up your life and brighten up your week and give you a new idea as to how much God cares about you. So I want to read Psalm 30 and beginning with verse 4. Sing to the Lord, all you godly ones, praise his holy name. For his anger only lasts a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may last through the night, but joy comes in the morning. This passage talks about life, yours, mine, those around us. It talks about joy and anger and weeping, those kinds of human emotions that we all experience. And we can go from one to the other pretty quickly sometimes. Sometimes we get stagnated in one or the other. I've known people that were so sad that they started crying about everything. And even they would say, I don't know why I'm doing this. It doesn't make any sense, but I can't stop crying. There's something inside that's just not right. And it talks about anger. Specifically, it's about God's anger towards his creation, you and I, from sin. I mean, if you have kids, or you had kids, or you hope to have kids, or you know someone who does, they don't always do what you want. Sometimes they really don't do what you want. I remember one time my son Joseph, who was so difficult to raise, and even he acknowledges that now, decided he wanted to learn how to do front flips and back flips. So he hauled his bed mattress out into the front yard, I guess so he'd have something soft to land on. And I saw it, I grabbed it, I took it back inside. I told him not to do it, turned around, hauled it back out again. I told him not to do it, took it back inside, started doing something. Next thing I know, he's going out the door, hauling the mattress again. And this went on, I don't know how many times, a lot more than I could count. And I was so angry. I was so mad. He was destroying his mattress by doing this. And finally, I just said, you know what, Joseph? If you want to destroy your mattress, you go ahead. But I'm not buying you another one. Well, for some reason, he didn't take it back out again. I don't remember the outcome. But when we have kids, they do things that make us angry. And I know some of you say, well, my kids never did anything like that. Well, maybe you had the perfect kid, but most of us don't. And we can identify with God being angry when we don't do what he wants. I mean, after all, he went to a lot of trouble to birth us. Think of making the world and then making man and then you being created. It takes 9 months for you to get ready to come out. And then even at that, you're not worth much. It's years before you make a, a, a positive contribution to society, usually. But yet his anger, it says, his anger only lasts for a moment. But his favor lasts a lifetime. I love my son Joseph. He is so funny. He's a hoot to be around. He's different. He still is. I'm betting he will be his whole life. But I'm proud of him as a young man now and the things he does. I still don't like everything he does. And you know what? I'm going to go to my grave not liking everything he does. But oh man, I'm proud of that boy. And God looks at us the same way. He's proud of us. He's proud of you. And because of that, it says, weeping may come, sadness may come, but joy comes in the morning. I get sad, you get sad, everybody gets sad. But it doesn't end there because the favor of God touches our lives and brings us great joy if we allow it. As I've said this week, joy is an attitude. Joy is a choice. It's not based on your circumstances. They can be wonderful, they can be awful. But joy is an attitude that comes from being close to God. Happiness happens to us because joy purposely lives in our hearts. And this passage is talking about these various emotions that all of us go through. But yet in the final end, it says, but joy comes in the morning. So when you find yourself unhappy, upset, feeling angry, feeling that people don't give you a fair shake, that means you're human. But you can choose to let joy reign in your heart by having a close relationship with the Creator God. It says here, his favor lasts a lifetime. He wants that. That's his preference. That's his go-to position, as they say. You can be a part of that. And he wants you to. And I want you to. And I want you to live a life full of joy. If that doesn't describe you today, okay, change. You can do it. I know you can. You can look on the bright side. You can see the glass half full, as some other cliches that we have. But what you really got to do is you got to let the love of God deep down inside stir yourself. I hope that's what you do today. Thanks so much for listening. If you have a prayer concern or some need, let us know. We'll do whatever we can as fast as we can to help meet your need. Thanks so much for listening. Have a fantastic day. I'll be back tomorrow.